It's definitely bright and early, but this time I woke up with a headache, which sucks. And it is crazy windy out there. And we're about to get on a ferry, so I'm expecting it to be very bumpy. I might get seasick. Hey, no, no, no. Pretty much failed at vlogging today. It's been a stressful day. I think we were at the beginning of a storm when we were on that ferry because it was very wavy and we got very sick. It wasn't pleasant at all. The waves were literally doing this and the boat was following it. Except because of where we were sitting and because they had their stabilizers on, we just kind of went like this. And you didn't see it in the clip, but it makes you feel quite nauseous. I really wanted to get a clip of me walking down the kind of corridor because I look drunk. But when my sister and I were going to get up to film, there was a really big dip and we're like, I'm not getting up because my head just started spinning. So that wasn't the most pleasant of journeys. We just drove across Wales to the Brecon Beacons and we're now in the national park. But literally the whole way here was raining and misty and you couldn't see anything out the window and it just looked miserable, so I just didn't feel like vlogging at all. But we are now in the middle of nowhere. Literally, I have no service. We're in a farm, there's geese outside. It's wet and raining, but it's very, very pretty. And I can only guess how amazing it would look if it was in the sun, which it isn't at the moment. So we're going to go to get some dinner. It's been a very long holiday. Good morning everyone, we are in the Brecon Beacons. We're just outside the national park near the Forest Far Geopark, which is also known as the Great Forest. Even though there isn't actually a forest in it, it used to be a forest before they cut down the trees for hunting. So this area is pretty important because it kind of tells you what happened to Britain millions and millions of years ago. Because the rocks tell a story about different times throughout our life on Earth. So we have rocks dating back to the Ordovician time, which is after Precambrian, Cambrian. And these rocks are kind of mudstone and sandstone. And it goes all the way to the Quaternary period, which is when we had our last ice age. For me, I love this kind of stuff. Rocks aren't my speciality, but I do have, it kind of fascinates me how all these things could have been built within 2 million years, which for some of you might think that's a really long time, but in a geography sense that's minuscule. So we're just heading off to the Waterfall Centre, where we hope there's an exhibition and hopefully some nice walks that we're going to do. We can't stay too long because we will be on our way down south again by about lunchtime. We went to the Waterfall Centre, which was a really good centre. It told you all about the rocks and all the way from the beginning of plate tectonics and then how the world's kind of mashed together and were risen up to form mountains like the Himalayas, and then it told you how all the rocks were laid down either by seas in the tropics or desert sandstones. Now we're doing a little walk. We get to see this awesome rock feature which is called Boamian or stone bow. I'm not very good at Welsh, so I'm sorry if I said that wrong. 3 million years ago when the limestone was put down, and then you had all the other rocks, it then started to squeeze together and all this tension caused it to kind of go upwards, but in a kind of a bend. So you have this bent strata in the rock which can buckle and fracture, as we saw with the people climbing Dinus Rock. To me, I'm in geography heaven again, and this is so awesome. Also, I love just being on walks. The smell, the sounds of the water trickling by, all this greenery. I will miss this when I'm not in England anymore. I used to complain about going on walks a lot when I was a kid, and my mum would kind of drag me around everywhere with my sister, and we complain a lot. But now I understand why she was so obsessed with walking everywhere and seeing all these beautiful places. And I'm sorry, my future kids are probably going to feel the same as me and are going to resent me for taking them on walks as well. But I'm going to do it because I've grown to love going on these magical walks, because whenever I enter a forest, I know it sounds weird and embarrassing and cheesy, but I feel like a fairy and I belong in the forest. We are just in Winchester. We've come to shop. We're having a wedding on Saturday and my dad has no clothes to wear. So we're shopping around for him, trying to find him a suit and stuff like that. And my sister stumbled across a super-sized cake store. As in, these cakes are like twice the size that they're usually supposed to be. So we got a ginormous eclair from it. And I'm going to eat that eclair. Okay, okay, okay. That's her hand. That's the eclair.
The size of my
That's her hand. And that's the eclair. And we're back here again. We've come back to the same hotel because it was easy. I had internet, even though I had to pay for it. It's £5 and you're supposedly supposed to get like unlimited ultimate internet. At the beginning it went really slow because I was trying to do lots of things at once, and then now I've done things one at a time and things seem to be working out more. I've just received Leon's clips and now I can start doing dual vlogging again. I've been waiting for him to send them and having enough internet to actually receive them. So that's very exciting because now I can see what Leon has been up to and I can actually see Leon on the screen, and I'm feeling very excited about that. And it sounds very, very lame, but that's what's happening right now. I also just got a notification on my phone that we have another bee infestation at the house. Even though I'm not living there anymore, it's still funny to see the bees are still getting there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I think in this video I explain. It was when I got back from Slovenia and I'd found out were 1,000,001 bees all dead in my room, and it was very sad. Well, I noticed that there were about 3 circling the area outside my house, and it appears that they have now multiplied to about 1,000. So that's fun for everyone there. Hope you're having a fun time. Sorry that I'm not there to witness it, but I find it kind of funny. Anyway, it's time for dinner and then I'll be back. Time to edit the vlog, do as much internet stuff as possible. Unfortunately, because I have to do all this editing, I don't actually get time to watch any YouTube videos. So if I'm behind on your YouTube videos, I'm very sorry. I do want to watch them and I will catch up eventually. Fingers crossed, we'll see. So I have pretty much spent 3 hours working on the vlogs. I've kind of sorted everything out. I am hoping that from tomorrow's video everything will be back to semi-normal. As in, Leon and I will be dual vlogging, and that's as normal as it's going to get because the vlogs aren't going up the day after we do them. They're going up a week late. But I'm working on that. And I'm still apart from Leon. But soon we'll have everything will work itself out. Don't you worry. So now it is late, I will go to bed, and tomorrow will be a better day because tomorrow will mean Leon and I will be in dual vlogs, and to me that makes it feel better than it just being me and just being Leon. But let us know what you think about how we did the vlogs. It wasn't exactly how I imagined it going. It didn't go to plan at all, but this is the kind of thing that we will have to do when I'm in Madagascar, because I might not have any internet for 6 weeks, or I might have internet every now and again, or I might have lots of internet. I have no idea at this point in time, and I won't know until the day I arrive in Madagascar. So let us know what you think, and that will help me a lot for the future. Good night, guys. I hope you had a good day, and I can't wait to see you when we're back to normal. Good night.